Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and today episode of My Troll Joe season 2 episode 4 is now on air right now. And I just want to tell everybody that I spent the whole day working on archive today, and while I was working on it, well, a lot of stuff has happened since the last time I did my last video about Joe and stuff I've been doing and working on and stuff like that. So I just want to say a couple of things during this episode of My Troll Joe season 2 episode 4. Season 2 has really started off pretty good on My Troll Joe show. So far we've been able to do a lot more this year than we did last year as far as exposing Joe and everything. From the Truth blog to the Bureau of 3D Scammers, and I am once I get enough of my film done, and actually when I get ready to release my film, I'm gonna go back and reopen the Bureau, go back and re-edit the channels and everything, and I'm also gonna do a couple of things like introduce my platform for crowdfunding and everything. It's gonna be, all that stuff's gonna be released soon. Like I said, when the first episode of Archive get done, which is basically a remaking of the actual animation that won the contest, I am going to do crowdfunding to get the second and third episode done. And what I'm trying to do is trying to do episodes that are like at least 24 to 30 minutes a piece. By the time everything's finished, it'll be a full 90 minutes worth of video. I believe the second film, once it starts getting the fundraising and everything for it, crowdfunding and everything, and start bringing some money in, so I can upgrade my equipment and hire more actors and hopefully bring in a writer or two to help me out with the last 2 episodes, because basically right now I am doing everything basically on my own, everything. And hold up, I need to go to Twitch just in case someone's hanging out on Twitch. Actually, I don't even have to do that on Twitch. I just gotta go over here and just turn this on. I keep on forgetting to turn this on. So I know I ain't been live streaming. I live streamed like maybe once or twice, but it's because this last week or so, I've been really cranking up the steam on the project, and I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've been recruiting a lot of different people to come in and do some extra voices and stuff for me, and I've been also working on other projects with other people too. So the next couple of weeks I'm really gonna make a big push to do a couple of things, and that's to update my Patreon page fully. I'm gonna go and just redo my Patreon page, get that done, finished, over with. I'm gonna redo the Gettaroboshinwun channel. I'm going to actually do new artwork for that. I'm gonna go to my I know I've been neglecting my website. I haven't updated since June, and there's a bunch of reasons for that, and when I get into that in the second part of this conversation I want to have with y'all, because this is another episode of My Troll Joe season 2 episode 4, and it's a lot of stuff that I want to talk to y'all about, but it's a lot of stuff that I can't talk to you about. One of the biggest things that I think I've already said is that I'm gonna try not to put out so much work or do live streams on the work I'm doing in archive. I'm trying to not do too much of that live streaming until I get some things done. And I thought that archive would have been done in September, but a lot of stuff happened in August, September, and even into October. Actually, it's cooled down in October, but a lot of things have happened over these last month, actually since June, July, and this stuff's been carrying on since last November, and it's November now, so it's been a whole year since Joe, the troll, Joseph Earl McPeak, has been actively attacking my channel, attacking my content, attacking my art, and basically that's not. Now we get into the stuff that people don't like to hear, but I have to talk about it. Um, so for the whole last year, I mean, Joe really has gotten really nasty since last year. Last November when Joe started really getting nasty and doing some really nasty stuff, all because Joe doesn't have a valid argument or counter argument against mine when I call him a crook, and have proven time after time he's a crook. The one thing that I know for a fact is that Joe's been busted on like every developer site for games for selling stolen content. That's irrefutable evidence. When Joe couldn't win the argument, Joe tried to slander me. He tried. How's it going? How's it going, Sammy? I'm just talking about my animation and stuff like that, and giving everybody updates and stuff of what's going on, and whole bunch of other stuff. And then I'll get to into some more stuff. But for right now, I gotta talk to people about what's been going on for like last year. And basically everything that's been going on last year between me and this clown has actually been reflected in my work. And my work on my own project has been rather slow than I thought it would be, going into this second, coming out of the second into the third year almost. When I created Archive of Infinity, I did not intend for it to. I didn't intend for it to be something that I was going to dedicate so much time to in creating and making and sharing with everybody. Yeah, thanks, man. So the whole thing about this, let's talk about Archive a little bit more before I go into the troll stuff about Joe. So the whole thing about Archive is that it was made for a contest that happened way back in 2015. It's 2018 now, about to be 2019. It's 4 years ago this contest has happened. A year after I made that film, I decided that I was going to think about making a series or a movie. And what happened is like I decided to make a movie, and then as I started working on the movie, I said I'm gonna make a movie 90 minutes long. And then they said, why don't you just take the movie and just cut it up into 3 segments and make it into like a limited 3-part series, beginning, middle, end, whatever. And I said that makes a lot more sense. So I said I'm going to dedicate myself to the first 30 minutes of the film. So I started working on this like 2016, middle of 2016. I made a decision months and months after I won the contest. I made a decision in early mid that spring of 2016 to start actually going back and redoing some of the stuff, writing a story, drafting a story, getting people to help me, and it was starting to turn good. A lot of things started to go right until I got sick. I had gotten sick, and I didn't work on for like 7 months. I didn't do no animation for 7 months because I got sick. And I couldn't work on my content. Now this is after my father got sick. My father got really sick, and he was in the hospital. But he was in the hospital, and this is back when I entered the contest. My dad got sick, and I stopped working. You know, it's a whole backstory. That my dad got sick, and then after my dad got healed up and well, then months after that, and I got sick. What happened is that I have a lower back issue, which stems from I believe an accident I had a long time ago, where that my nerves right there. I don't know if anybody knows anything about anatomy, but my spine, right, that last piece of spine that goes to your the lower lumbar that goes into your sacrament right there has a like a grouping of 3 nerves that are being pinched by this cartilage that's bulging out, and it's really bad. And the doctors didn't want to operate on me because they said they didn't want to mess something up. So, you know, from then, I was going to rehab, going to the gym. I was getting myself back together. Then at the end of 2016, in September, I started getting better, and but you know, since that time I spent going to rehab and stuff. Well, actually, before I went to rehab and stuff, I spent a lot of time on the couch, and I got bigger, and the doctors couldn't operate on me, so I had to do a whole bunch of other stuff. So I went for the gym, started losing some weight, and when 2017 came around, I went ahead and I signed up for this program. And what this program did, it helped me lose the weight. I mean, I lost over from November of last year, let's see, November, let me get this right, November of 2017. All right, 2017 to now, I have lost well over 100 and, let's see, I was at 520, and now I'm down into the I'm at 385 now. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was. You should see my clothes. I gotta buy brand new clothes now because the stuff that I bought like 6 months ago, I don't fit it no more. So I'm losing weight. I'm in the 300 club, and I'm continuing to lose weight. All right. So before I started this program last November 2017, September of 2017, actually it was like that whole summer, I actually started coming out with whatever shit I was on and started working back on archive. I was working with Hashan, Benjamin, and rewriting and getting the story back together. And then after that, Ben got busy, Hashan got busy, so I went and did a lot of stuff on my own. So September, then I started going through my weight loss thing in November, and then for a couple of months I didn't work on it. And this is the reason why November 2017 all the way up to, I say, June of 2018 was so nasty, because Joe went on a rampage to take me out. He said it himself that he was going to silence me off the internet, and he started by going after the content on my YouTube channel by flagging it, putting a false flag and all my stuff. Kept me from broadcasting. Joe kept me from broadcasting for 9 months from my channel, my Gettaroboshinwun channel. I would get my broadcasting back, and then Joe would do something to get it taken away. But at the same time, I was going back after Joe and getting him too. So right after he would get me for something, I'll go on his channel and get him for something. So it was a big nasty troll war. And what I would do is that I knew I would have to shut down my channel for a long time. And people say, "Why are you shutting down your channel?" Because I said, "Well, because that bastard, he's going to keep on coming after my content." So the first time Joe did it, he got my broadcast taken away, and right after he got mine taken away, I got his taken away because he decided he was going to rebroadcast something that was on another channel while I was broadcasting, and I got him while I was broadcasting because I told YouTube about it. But Joe stepped it up further by going after some YouTube channels. Now, I made some YouTube channels to broadcast on. One channel was a gaming channel. Another channel was a channel for me to do animation on, for me to do animation and more thorough tutorials. And because I shut down my other channel, Joe didn't like that, so he went after that channel and got that channel destroyed. And he went after my gaming channel and destroyed that too. So he took down both of those channels and then made mockery videos after it. Then Joe had started this thing called I think it's called Fuck Yeah, which is basically him going around putting false claims on people's videos and getting them taken down. So what he did is he went after my Archive Infinity video. and he took it down and claimed that I had content and that was his, and it was proven that it wasn't. And after he did that, I took down all my stuff. Everything on my channels were gone until I got some legal help. I got some legal help. The legal help came, and the legal help finally came to me. I can't remember when. It was like during the summer. It was during the summer when I finally got the legal help. But Joe's whole purpose was to make some false narrative to Real Illusion. Now, he didn't take it down because there was something inside my video that was his, which was not true. He took it down to give the illusion that the person who won first place in the Real Illusion contest stole something from him and then got disqualified from the contest. Now, he went to Real Illusion with this. Real Illusion said it was bullpucky, and Joe, honest to God, tried to make it looked like I took something from him and Real Illusion took the prize money. Now, the funny thing about it is that Joe also entered a contest and actually cheated, and the people that Joe entered the contest, the people who gave the contest went to Joe and asked for their stuff back, and Joe was trying to do the same thing to me, but Joe was pulling a false narrative to do so. He was using legal means to do something illegal, and that's basically against the law. That's fraud. So after Joe had did that, Joe tried. What he's aiming for was to get me discredited from winning the contest. Then he was trying to get me booted off of the Real Illusion forum board. So when Joe failed at that, he went to the next thing. He just started going after my channel. He was trying to knock my channel out, and that's when I took all my content down. My content was down for 9 months, almost 9, 10, 11 months. I just recently got my broadcasting back on this channel. I think it was October. No, it wasn't October. It was September. It was September when I finally got my broadcasting back. Joe spent the whole of the end of 2017 all the way 2018 to get me off of YouTube. And what happened to him is that he got kicked off of YouTube. He tried so hard, but he wound up getting kicked off of YouTube. And Joe got kicked off of YouTube because of, well, let me show you all what he got kicked off of YouTube for. And Joe's going to say, no, I didn't get kicked off of YouTube, blah, 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 this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you got kicked off because I got you kicked off. But if you were to do a search for True Bones, T-R-U-E-B-O-N-E-S, for True Bones, you will forever see, I mean, Joe promotes his videos, that's how these are up here. You will always forever see these 3 videos because people watch these 3 videos. This is the video that got Joe exposed. This is the one I made about him stealing the Fortnite animations, putting them up on his True Bones channel, and then a week later, that next weekend, Joe's whole channel was gone. Now let me tell you how that happened. I went to Epic and sent them 3 different letters at 3 different times. The video was done 2 weeks prior. Actually 3 weeks prior, because I was contacting Epic. I was sending them the video. I sent the video and I was telling them, listen, I'm going to put this video out, just letting you know what this guy's doing, blah blah this and blah blah that. So the seeds were already sown. By the time Joe found out, it was too late, because I put the video on the Epic forum board first. All right, that came 2 days before I actually published this on YouTube. I had a link to it to my VMO channel, and I put it up on the message board. And what Joe tried to do is, Joe tried to do his usual thing where he's like, oh, he just put this up, I'm going to take it down, I'm going to do this. Well, Joe tried, he couldn't take it down. He couldn't. He still can't do it. Whenever you see anything about True Bones, anything you see True Bones, you will always see this video, and then after you will also see the Ty Fox video about all the times he's used the N-word to describe me. You will always see that. You will also see how Joe got kicked off of how Joe got kicked off of Sketchfab. You will always see these 3 videos there, always, because they rank real good when it comes to this buffoon here. He worked a whole year, and it's November, so it's like an anniversary of when he first took down my Archive Infinity. When he started actively going after my channel and trying to destroy it. My channel is doing better now. Last year this time, Joe had got my channel demonetized because I couldn't put nothing up because I was in fear of losing my channel because Joe kept on putting false claims, copyright claims on my shit. So far, since I got a lawyer and they sent Joe a cease and desist letter, I haven't seen him but once do a false copyright claim on my content. Every copyright claim I get from Joe, I take it and I save it. And I make sure the copyright claim also have a description why it got taken down. So Joe can stand up in court and talk about why he believed that I used something of his and what's the proof that what he said that I had in my movie was his. What I have is like 16 different false claims against my channel and other channels of content Joe has taken down that have all came back up, with a few exceptions of some stuff. And that few exceptions is like 1 or 2 videos. This war between me and Joe has only worn out Joe, not me. Joe thinks that if he keeps on doing this and keeps on aggravating me, that I'm going to stop working on my film. My film is going to happen, and he's not going to stop me. So, what does Joe do today? Well, let's see what Joe does today. Well, today Joe puts up all his tinfoil hat conspiracy theory videos and smut machine and gets it running pretty good today. He posted let's see. I keep track of what he posts up here just in case he wants to post something naughty again. He posted all these videos in 3 hours. So this is the first video he posted. This was 6 days ago. This is today, and he posted like, oh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He posted 48 videos today. 49 videos, almost 50 videos today, to prove a point that he's crazy. And he's a crook, and he's a thief, and he has this self-awareness that whatever he do, he wins at something, and he doesn't. I mean, he obviously doesn't. I mean, he's not a winner. He's basically a loser. So, why am I doing this video tonight? Well, I think I owe it to everybody who's been going through this with me for the last 2 years to know that I'm gonna have a big, huge update on the project coming up soon. And I'm not gonna say soon no more. I'm just gonna say I got an update coming up on this project next weekend. And during next week, I'm going to be updating like I said, my Patreon page, be updating my Twitch account, my support pages. So if anybody wants to know about this, about the Archive Infinity, they can. The thing about it is, I'm just letting you all know that this man has not defeated me. The work goes on. I worked on Archive all day. I've been working on Archive. I put at least 6 hours in Archive just about every day. From I say 3 o'clock in the morning to, and this is every day. This is every day. Every day, because I have to get up, get out, and get to work. Be to work at 9. So from 3 o'clock in the morning to what 8:30. I'm working archive. I'm working archive until I get ready to get outside and get my ride and go. So I'm already up at 3 o'clock. When I get home, if I eat, because I eat real good. I mean, since I'm losing weight, what I do is that instead of making food at night, I'll eat 2 meals a day, eat something light for dinner, drink some water, go to sleep, feed my dog, go to sleep, and I'll probably go to sleep right around like 9 o'clock, because I know at 3 o'clock I'm going to wake up again and sit in front of this computer and start working on the archive again. I'm going to start working on it, and while I'm working on it, I'm thinking about, do people think I'm defeated? And I'm not. I'm not defeated. I'm not defeated. I'm still going on. I'm posting up videos. These little videos I do about Joe, most of them are already videos I've made or from my other channel. I just bring them over and I edit them when I get a chance to. It don't take me that long to edit one of those videos to get rid of stuff that YouTube doesn't like. But my newer videos, my newer archive videos. Let me find one like this one. Just basically clips of stuff that I'm working with. Just showing you all that I ain't stopped working. Because I'm still constantly working on. I'm working on a new trailer and everything for it. The next trailer will be my next trailer for the archive will be the actual crowdfunding that I'm going to do. And I have to set it up first for this crowdfunding. I'm not going to set up a crowdfunding site until the next weekend, but I'm going to announce that next weekend. But I am working on this, everybody. I'm not defeated. I mean, he hasn't got to me. I like to thank a lot of people, especially people over there at my Facebook group, I call them the Virtual Cinema Animators Guild. Those guys over there really do help me, because they do talk to me and they do bring me down to earth every once in a while when I start going off the deep end, getting angry because you got somebody out there that wants to see you defeated. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm going to keep going. And just remember, people, this is just one guy doing this on his own. I'm just one person who's working and doing this. I'm doing all the sound, all the music. I do get some help on the script and the voicing and stuff like that, but the rest of the work is me sitting here going back and taking old scenes and the old scenes and redoing all those old scenes. I can show you some clips. Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. I know you guys like me, and sometimes sometimes I don't try to be an asshole, and sometimes I do get angry and say I want to quit, and I'm like, I'm not doing this crap. And I have done it quite a few times, but all that's doing is just putting a smile on Joe's face every time I say that. And I say this is the last time I'm saying we're going to quit. I'm going to come back and finish it and put it out there for everybody to check it out. I can show y'all a few clips. Let me see if I can get into my folders here, because a lot of the animation I have spent the whole month of October. All right, the whole month of October going back and actually redoing scenes, and I can show you those as soon as I find them. As soon as I find my guard beat down, I think it's. I can show you. Wow, come on, folder. On this beat up machine that I'm working on, and that's one reason. Like I'm telling y'all this now, because I will be going and. All right, so just to let you all know. So this is an old scene right here from archive. This is an old scene. I should have just got the let me see something real quick. Here you go. This is my video folder. Open file location. There you go. So these are all the new scenes that I went back and redone. I do believe I got some more. Let me see. Let me sort these out. There we go. So these are all the new scenes. That's from the trailer. That's from. I don't think that works right there. Something was up with iClone rendering, and I got a bad renderer out of there. I thought this scene, it was a good scene too. Rendered out. I want to re-render it soon. But yeah, here's all the stuff that I've done over there. Now this is work I've done since last April of this year. I've been back working on all these scenes since last April. So all these scenes were done since last April to now. It's loading up. Hold on, give me a minute. Give me a minute, y'all, get for that to load up. So yeah, so since last April into March, I set up in here and redid a lot of these scenes and made new scenes. That's a new scene. This is a new scene. This is a new scene. So for every video you see here, you're looking at anywhere between 6 to 10 hours worth of work being put in to make this stuff happen here. That's from The Office. That includes creating the characters, creating animations, creating trailers, compositing stuff. Like this is stuff I did from like 2 summers ago. 2 summers ago. Yeah, this is 2 years old. And this was actually a flashback that's supposed to happen in between the part where she stomps on his face, and they go into a flashback, and the flashback's about Stella getting released from the from where she was at and escaping with this guy who well, we'll talk about that later. But I've put in so much work, and y'all have been through a lot of this work with me as I where is it looking for that, as y'all took this journey with me to make this film, you know. And who am I to sit back and quit? You know, I can't quit because too many people want to see what's going to happen. And I think it was the thing that, why am I doing all this work? You know, nobody's going to watch it. And then time after time, I'm always proven wrong. And you guys are watching it. You guys do watch me, you know. And the only time you guys don't watch me is when I'm in a heated battle with the world's greatest troll, you know. That's the only time you guys do not take an interest in what I'm doing. Here's some more archive stuff. You know, this is relatively new stuff, but here's all the stuff that's been done this year. You know, I even went, like I said, I even went back and touched up the animation with Hassan and them. I went back and upped the animation on that and fixed some stuff in there. But the scene where she comes through the door, that's been redone. The scene where she the scene where she comes in and she like kicks the guy and he falls down, I actually got them talking. All the stuff I want to do in the original film, I'm doing it now. And then on top of that, this is part of the beginning right here. This is the very beginning part of the animation where the girl's kidnapped, the scientist, and all the other stuff. But this is all the videos I have rendered out. All these like preview renders, because I have to go back and do a final higher. I forgot what the distributor said, but what's going to happen is that this stuff's going to go to a distributor. They're going to do everything that needs to be done to this to get this out there and onto the market. This is the stuff I've been working on for the last since I've been working on this. This is like the last part of the scene here. But here's the original. Here's the original version of this scene right here, where she does this. And I've redone that. I've redone all that. let me get out let me get After Effects out so I can show you all what it looks like now. A lot of workers, I mean, it's just a labor of love, y'all. And I'm just glad y'all stuck around. You know, it's the whole thing is that Joe tries to disparage me by calling me a fraud, fake, or whatever, but he's the one who's the fraudster. He's the faker. You know, never once did I say anything that I haven't stood by or haven't done yet. You know, I might, other than the fact that I may advertise a video or something and I don't do it or something like that, but I just don't get this guy. I don't get him. You know, he's been up to doing this for 2 years. The only thing, he has nothing to show for. He has absolutely nothing to show for it. Nothing. So I don't know if my computer's gonna quit, but this is the best I can do for you all as far as letting you get a peek of what I'm doing. But as you can see, I can actually, who's the wrong one? I can actually go in here and find the original archive video. I got a whole bunch of, I got scenes that I got scenes that's done that no one's never seen. I think this is it. So I'm just gonna go to the part 2. Now this is the actual film. This right here is the actual film that got submitted to this film got submitted to the Real Illusion contest. This is the actual film. It doesn't have no sound or nothing like that, and it's a better, higher quality. You can see it's really crystal clear. But this is the scene. I redid this part too. I haven't done this part yet that links this scene to the rest of it. So this is the part I redone. Alright, so let's play this, and then I want to show you the new stuff that I did. The new stuff, how I went back and redid everything. So here we go. So I'm going to play this, and you all, because we're not designed to have no sound in it. But you're going to see a big difference. Now, some of the stuff I kept, some of the stuff I just got rid of. But this is pretty clear. This is before we had popcorn effects. This is all done between iClone 5 and 6. All the new stuff is done in 7. Man, that was cheesy. Man, that was cheesy. And here it is. I kind of like this part. I didn't keep it though. Bam. Smack. Flip. Yes, Mixamo. I use a lot of Mixamo animations, but this time I use a lot of Mixamo and mocap online files. And here it is, the classic transform scene, which went too long, but yeah. Alright, so up to that point I redid all that. So let's see, I got her jumping, coming down right here, and she runs behind a rock, she jumps the fence, she hops up here, takes out this guy, and she comes down here, and she takes this guy out. Alright. Oh yeah, and then she transforms. So I changed a lot of that changed. So here is the new stuff. It's still on the cutting board here. I'm gonna let this this has got to render out real quick. When it finishes rendering out, then we can see it. But we could talk about this just a little bit more. So what parts haven't I got to yet? So this whole part here, I think this is a little over a minute and a half of animation right here. All this to right here, where she gets the gun, picks it up, and transforms. Right there. So what haven't I done? Well, let's see. This part here when she jumps off the cliff, I haven't done that yet. I'm in the process of doing that. After act, this is the next thing that I'm working on. I've got this part right here done where she walks up to there. But she's not walking up there like a supermodel. She has a regular female walk now. The part when she gets out of her ship now, this part right here, instead of making a, I'm getting rid of this stupid part. I don't even know why I put. I think I put this in here for time space to actually add some time to the movie. But this right here, where it just cuts to her just walking away. I really wanted to do her actually standing up and just jumping out the ship and do some cool camera angles. So I'm going to put that back in. I'm also going to bring back, I know I gave her a new ship, but I'm going to actually keep it this same ship. And the reason why is that that ship was a lot harder and a lot, it was just a lot harder to work with that ship, because with this ship, I already got the animations already baked into the ship to do whatever I needed for it to do. The other ship, I was using morphs, and the morphs were not acting correctly. They weren't acting the way they should be to make the scene believable. So I had to use two different ships instead of one to do a scene with, and I got so tired of doing all that extra work, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to keep the same freaking ship. I'll probably repaint it or something, I don't know. But, I haven't redone this part at all because I'm going to do something fancy with After Effects. Let's see. Let's go over some more. I'm going to redo this opening for the logo. I got a brand new, nicer logo. I'm gonna keep this effect, this warp thing. That was pretty cool. I like that. I have not redid this yet, so I was going to redo this whole part in After Effects. I was going to use Element 3D. And keep everything, keep the ship, bring all that into After Effects, and use the 3D stuff inside After Effects. Now that might take a while for it to render, but I think what I want from it is going to be nice. And this part right here has not been redone, so that's the stuff. Yeah, I think this is what the part right here was sold the movie when she was getting in the pod right here. Everybody liked this. They like, wow, that looks nice, because I did a lot of good lighting work on that and everything. Yeah. Now with iClone 7, I don't need to put lights in here no more. I can actually have these lights become emissive, and I probably have to put like maybe a spotlight in there to cast some shadows on her. But let's go and check this out real quick. Did it stop rendering? Yes, it did. Uh-oh. Would I do the After Effects? Uh-oh. I think I messed up After Effects. I think I messed up After Effects, y'all. Yeah, After Effects is fucked. Yeah, I think I messed up After Effects. Oh, shit. Well, I did render out a scene, but y'all, I don't think y'all just gonna be able to see. I don't know. Let me cut After Effects off. Let me get rid of After Effects real quick. Alright, so I didn't do this part yet. I gotta do that part. And then on top of that, I added some stuff before this part, like when she wakes up, the beginning of it when they kidnapped her, all that stuff happens before she gets into the pod. But when it comes to her getting to the pod, I mean, I'm just gonna basically just redo this whole scene here where she gets in the pod and she takes off. I think this is one of the when I actually did this scene took me at least a good 3 or 4 days, because I got so frustrated, because it was really hard to do. I mean, this part when she's getting in there, this part was easy. This part was easy. When she takes off and all that stuff, and I had to, And then it's like after it's done, you can see how cool it looks afterwards. But let's show y'all the video that my computer doesn't want to show you. I gotta remember where I put it. I think it's in here. Let's see. Animation 2. I think it's I think it's this one. I think it might be this one. Yeah, I think it is this one. Hold on. Alright, so this is the no, this is not. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so I thought it was this one. I think it is this one. There it is. Yeah, that is a new clip. I believe it's this one right here. Here it is. Alright, so there we go. So let's start it over. Y'all check it out. It has no sound to this, so it's a big improvement to the characters. I got my characters moving a little bit more fluidly, and it all comes with just learning how to use Motion Builder better. I like the light. I mean, I like the lighting. The lighting could be a little bit better, but you know, like I said, these are such fast preview renders. I put some more like expression into her body movement. You know, a little extra tweaking here and there. And like the original scene had her jumping across the crate and stuff, and in this scene, I kind of like did a little different. Chops on the rail, then she hops down, then she lands behind him. She gets up, bam, bam, flip it over, bam, and that's that. Then she had this cool pose. She walks over. And that's the part when she picks up the gun. I was gonna show you the full thing in After Effects, but After Effects was acting like an ass. So let me see if I can find that animation. It's in here somewhere. I think this is the rest of it right here. I think this is it's the E version. I think this is the E version right here. Yeah, so what's this? No, this ain't it. How's it going? What's your name? Ali? How's it going, Ali? Let's see. Well, what else do I have to show you? And this too. I don't know if you all. Yeah, I mean, it's on my channel.
This is my channel. It's always fair to know. The hell.
So this is something I worked on.
What the hell does that fake ass Darth Vader know?
You're correct as always, sir. Lord, I just don't understand your brilliant.
I run this shit. This is my ship, fake ass Sith Lord.
Sir.
What else is new?
Your protectors reported gunfire.
I got the Sith Lord threatening me, and I got sleepy ass guards letting anybody run around in here. After we find this bastard, I'm retiring everybody off this floor and make space great again.
Okay, so a couple things I want to say about this clip here is that my friend, this whole scene right here, me and Sean did this in like 2 nights. He came in and he came to my house and he did all the vocals and stuff. I did all the guards, and I had asked Anita Bell to do the elevator AI. So at the end here, when you hear somebody talking, let's see. You listen to the elevator talking.
And make space great again.
Hold on, let me go back here. Here we go.
Retiring everybody off this floor and make space great again.
Yeah, so it's elevator in use, elevator in use, elevator in use, and that's Anita Bell. Thank you, Anita, for contributing to this to my film. And Anita's going to be in more clips of my film. And in return, I'm supposed to do some stuff for her in her film. So I'm supposed to do some voice acting for her. She's going to do some for me. I think that's an equal good trade. But yeah, she came in and she did that. It was like a last minute thing because I originally have had her pegged to do some type of AI in the movie. The main AI unit in the movie called Mona. And she's still going to do it. I just haven't finished getting that part together, getting that scene together. The scene is still incomplete. I mean, I worked on that scene 2 years ago and it's still incomplete. The only complete parts I got is when Indigo's in the hallway with the robot and he shoots the guard, and they walk into the room. That's where they're supposed to walk in the room, meet Mona. They talk to Mona to reactivate or bring Stella back to life, and that's when I don't know if anybody ever seen when I was working on the part where Stella was in this capsule and it opened and she got out and she walked into the room, and then she encountered these 3 guards that are trying to constrain her and stop her from leaving the facility. And the reason why she was reactivated is because of what Indigo and 54 did to reanimate her. So that's the part of the story that I worked on with Hashan, Joe Harp, and myself 2 summers ago, summer of 2017. Now the summer of 2018 has come and gone. I have not went back to that. I have not went back to that scene yet to finish it, but that's one of the scenes I was going to go back to when I get the chance. When I finish this part that I'm working on with Stella infiltrating, all the way to the part that when she slaps the guy in the face, stomps on the guy's face. But the part, I don't know if anybody has ever seen these parts. I can play these. Now this stuff was, I don't know if this is the full version. One of these are the full version, one is not. But let's try this. Let's try this one. So I don't know if anybody saw me. I worked on this 2 summers ago, and the thing about it is, this was all done in iClone 6. When I got iClone 7, I had stopped working on it, and I said, well, I'm gonna have to start backwards, update my scenes, and then come back to this one, and update this one, and bring this over into iClone 6, because it's a lot of stuff I can do. And not iClone 6, iClone 7. Like stuff I can do iClone 7 that I couldn't do in 6, which is basically use the emissive lights, the loot. The LUT color presets you got now, so I can really make this look a lot better. The animation is fluid, and I want to thank the guys over at Mocap Online who actually took me to the side and showed me how to do some stuff in iClone, in Motion Builder, that can help me out with making my film. And some of the stuff they taught me over there, it really helped me with filmmaking. Somebody asked me the other day, said, how do I get my motions to conform the way I do? Well, it's because I use Motion Builder, and I'll tell you right now, Motion Builder is not an easy program to use. It's finicky, it's spiteful, it's hateful, and it will kick you in the ass right when you don't need it to. But yeah, all this animation was done in in Motion Builder. Let's see, what else do I have? I got a couple of more scenes in there. I still believe I do have a couple more scenes in here that I can show you all. Here's one. This is one where she I think she's walking over to the terminal. I think this might be messed up though. Yeah, this is messed up. This is a bad render. Yeah, really bad render, but yeah. Now this was done in iClone 6. This is coming out of 5. Now this was coming out of 5 into 6, and this scene happens after the flashback happens. The flashback ends when those doors close behind a robot, and then he comes back to here. I got some more stuff. If I can find it. I think this is one piece. Yeah. So this is this is when she comes back, and she grabs his eyeball out, because it's not a real eyeball. This is his robotic eyeball, which she easily popped out, and then she walks over here from the screen. This little thing pops up, puts that there. This is scanning, and there we go. So yeah, so this is something. This was done before the summer of 2017. This is when this was done. It's still part of the film. The only thing I have to do is just update it, put in the new characters, probably redo this interface thing because I've learned how to do this interface thing a lot better. The interface was done in After Effects. The actual effect, what I did is that I made some. I gotta play this. Okay, so I made some animated little cards, and I took the cards and I made them transparent inside of iClone. And that's how I was able to all these effects were done in iClone. This is all done in iClone. The only thing I had to do in After Effects was actually make the animation for the little things, whatever, and it came out looking great. It came out looking great, like a real hologram coming out of the computer screen. So all that stuff is all this stuff is just waiting for me to get updated. And I got more stuff too. I don't want to show you all right now, but I have even more animations all locked away in these folders that I will be like updating so I can put into the movie. Like a lot of stuff is done for the archive. This is the rest of the part that goes to the that scene with Indigo and 54, the flying robot and stuff like that. So this is another part that goes to it. And it's just at this point of me doing the film, it's just me going back and updating a lot of the work that I've done. The biggest update I've done was basically going back to original movie and redoing that whole beginning scene. It took me last time 4 weeks when I did the original scene. This scene right here is only taking me actually taking me 2 months because I actually went back, took my time, and did the stuff that I want to do during the contest. So now all this stuff has been updated. Everything has been updated, and in the process of getting updated. I even have, I don't know if I got the fight. I have a fight scene here somewhere. I think this is just what's next. So when I start doing this, when I start making these renders like this, that means I'm getting close. I mean, that means I'm about to publish the film when I start doing these image sequence things. Right now I'm just doing these little fast preview renders of everything that I'm doing, so everything doesn't look as good as it would, but I want to render out everything in image sequence and then take it back and re-edit everything inside of Sony Vegas. Right now I'm putting everything together in After Effects, which After Effects is pretty quick and pretty fast. Here's another scene I've done. Another scene I've done is basically in a throne room, in Great Ike's throne room, and this was done a long time ago. This was done, I think maybe like February 2017. I worked on this, and there's a Great Ike in this throne room, and I forgot who I named that guy. I gotta look at the script again, but I just want to block this animation in and get that set and ready, get this whole scene set and ready for when I do. A lot of stuff I premeditatedly do. I go and I say it's a scene that I want to do, and I'm going to block it in, and when I finish blocking it in, I'm going to come back and I'm going to animate it. And I've done that over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm like, okay, I just wrote out this part, I'm going to go ahead and block it out so I can get a better visual, and then that's when I start linking up everything. What's this? This is, okay, that's the part when she jumps out. So it's a lot of stuff that I'm working on. It's like here's a flashback scene where Stella's in the garden and she wakes up. There she is. She wakes up inside this garden and she meets somebody who's supposed to be dead, but they're not. And this Gordo kicking the balls. But yeah, this is a bunch of stuff. Now I got other stuff here like my ninja stuff and blah blah this, and I think it's a space scene right there for archive. console. It's a lot of stuff. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff in here that I've worked on, done, did, and and I just have it put away so I can come back and work on it later. Because sometimes I might be working on a scene, I'm not feeling the scene, and I'll stop working on it. I'll just stop working on it and say, you know what, let me work on something else so I can push the story, something that can push the story along. Here's a scene, spaceship scene that I made. Now this was all done in iClone, and this is me experimenting on, like, if I have to do ships flying through space and on iClone, what would be the best? What would be the, how would I set it up? This was the best I can get out of iClone 6. This is all in iClone 6. This is the best I can get out of iClone 6. You see the rocks look shitty. The asteroids it's flying through look shitty. I have new asteroids though. I have new asteroids from another place, from DAS. I'm gonna bring those in, see how they work in here. They won't be as pointy and as flat. I mean, I really needed some rocks. It's just your standard iClone rocks. They look horrible, and I wish somebody would make some damn rocks that don't look horrible and pointy. That actually, I don't know, but my concern wasn't really the aesthetics of the scene. My whole thing was getting the camera work, the backgrounds, and everything to work together. The background doesn't work because the background is very flat. In iClone, like I said, in iClone, this is like the best I can do with a starfield on a huge sphere. Now this is just a huge sphere that I put a texture on. That's all it is. It's a huge sphere. I put a texture on it. The texture wasn't working. As you can see, the texture still isn't working. So I'm going to try to probably most likely do these scenes in another program and try to make that program look as closest to this as I can, or better, because iClone Real Illusion needs to really work with iClone to get some of the shit. They're like 360-degree backgrounds. All right, I need a 360-degree background because when I film something, what I film is not flat. I'm not putting planes in the back of something and shooting it from like one camera, and then instead of following the ship in 3D space, the camera would not move. The ship would just come and fly off screen, and I'm not doing that. When you put a camera in a scene and the camera is tracking that ship, is actually showing that ship flying in 3D space. I want my ships to fly in 3D space, not fly from a 2D background. That's what I aim for that's what when I like the scene in Archive Infinity when she lands and she runs towards the rock. The camera is tracking her in 3D space. She doesn't have a background and she's running from the background off screen. I want the camera to track her from point A to point B, and midway to point C is where I will cut the camera and then put the camera in another position on the same axis, but maybe in front of her or to the side of her, depending on what side of the screen I'm working on. And that's what gives you believability when you're filming something. When I'm filming something, I want people to say, "Hey, that's a ship flying through space," not a "Hey, that's a ship flying from a two-dimensional backdrop." I don't want that. I want people to think that I actually took my time and put a ship in and animated a ship in space. And you can only get that when your camera is tracking an object going through 3D space and not a camera tracking a 3D object flying from a 2D object in space. Because you won't get the parallax. The parallax is what I'm looking for. The parallax of when the ship flies. Alright, so the parallax is when you got the rocks going this way. Okay, the rocks are going this way. Alright? Okay, let's do it like this. The rocks are actually in a linear space going this direction. Alright? So you got a line here, a line here. You got lines going from this part, right here, right here, right here, going this way. Alright? The ship is flying straight through, breaking up that linear path of the rocks, which which gives your scene a parallax, you know, sort of kind of, because you have what you have is you have a ship flying against the foreground and the background. So when you get it back about right here, you know there are rocks behind here and there's a rock in front of here. The foreground, midground, and the background, and the ship is actually flying through the whole thing. And that's the effect that I want. What Real Illusion needs to do is figure out a way I can do this without it looking like garbage. This is the best I can do in iClone. I have to go into another program to pull something like this off. That's with planets or anything else. I think this is another example of me playing around, and this is like, how can I put this? The glows are two-dimensional planes that I put like some effects on it to make it glow like that. But this was horrible, you know, because when I rendered it out, I rendered it out separately, so that's not looking good. That's just horrible. And I didn't like this either. But the oh yeah, I composite that in the back. So it's basically this is just a trick. Like I said, this is just a trick. This is all composite in After Effects. As you see, it's objects flying towards a two-dimensional plane. That's all it is. It's a two-dimensional plane. But it does its thing, you know, but still, it could be done better. If I had a real, if iClone, a Real Illusion actually did the 3D shit it's supposed to let me bring in shit, I can make planets like this and make them look a little bit more realer, you know, I would be happy, but they won't do that. Alright, so, I've been doing this for how long now? Alright, so this has been going on for an hour. Alright, so I've been doing this for a whole hour. So now it's time for me, for the next 15 minutes, talk about your favorite troll celeb before I leave. So, here we go. So the other day, and this is why I made this video to begin with. The other day, I got a message saying, and I thought it was from a certain person. Hold on, matter of fact, that person just emailed me. Let me read this first. Let me read this first to see if this confirms something I've been thinking about. Alright, so I'm reading. Okay. Alright, so now that's been explained to me. Okay, so everybody, I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as I can, so everybody can be on the same page with me. So the other day I made this video, My Troll Joe season 3, episode 3, season 2, episode 3. Proof Joe was selling something he did not own again. So in this video, come on. I'm waiting on YouTube. Okay, so in this video, I actually found proof that Joe actually took the FaceBot shit and was selling it. So here it is right here. All right, so here it is right here. This was back in 2017. All right, the video that this was in, all right, the video that this was in, I still have it. I have to go back and check the video to make sure I can still publish it, because what Joe does is Joe will look at the video and then flag it for something erroneous so it can get taken down. And this is one of the videos that I had made on this channel. I thought it was on my 3D Scammers channel, and I looked for it. It wasn't there. It was on this channel. It's the only copy of this video that I have. And I know Joe, if Joe knows if this is the only copy, Joe is going to do whatever he can to actually sit back and try to destroy it. But in this video, of the video that I made, I actually point out the fact that Joe had and was selling the FaceBot. And Joe even says it on the video. He was even playing that he was selling it for $100. Now, somebody came up and said that Joe, this was no proof that Joe was selling. And yes, it is. This is proof. This is off his actual True Bones on Gumroad website from early 2017. Well, late 2017. I think August of 2017. So, what I understand, the guy had put this up for free. He just said, I'm going to put FaceBot for free for anybody can get sometime in 2016. And I confirmed this. He put that up in 2016. 2017, when I made that video, Joe had it up there selling it for $100 when it was actually for free from Necromancy, whatever the hell the name of the company is. Joe somehow got a copy, and he's using that same copy, and he was selling it. Now I have another video where I talk about this FaceBot thing. I'm still looking for it. I made so many videos about Joe stealing shit. I have to go through all the videos. But this video right here, when I release it, I'm going to go through, look at it, and see what I need to do to fix it. But this video right here, let me see if I don't know if I got the name of it. I forgot the name of it. But I'm going to find the name of the video. But this video right here, as I talk about shit Joe don't own, he's selling it on his own page. This video here proves that Joe had the shit up there for sale up until the last 2 months, because I went back, because remember, recently I went back to check if Joe still had it up for sale, and Joe took it down. Now, knowing Joe and how powerful of a thief he is, he's probably going to put it up there the same way he keeps on putting this juice pack up here, and he think that Autodesk has called him many times on this. Joe puts that shit up there, I guess, to do something to me, but it's really doing something to him, because these people keep telling this guy to take this shit down, and he's not doing it. But that's okay, because they're gonna take care of Joe. But this right here, the FaceBot thing, Joe was selling it up until a couple months ago. I know it was there a couple months ago because I did a video about a few months ago about Joe having this shit up there that wasn't his, and he took it. I don't know why he took it down, but he took it down. And I'm trying to figure out, why did Joe take this down? You know, that didn't come up until Joe made that video when he was live streaming the tutorials he was doing for this shit, and doing the video. He's saying, this is from True Bones. This is from True Bones. Then somebody else says, well, you have no proof that True Bones was selling. Yes, I do. It's right here. It's right there. And even in the video that Joe still has up, it says that he was selling it from True Bones on Gumroad. So how is that not proof? It is proof. This is his Gumroad page. I caught him selling it, and I said I had a video of me talking about him having the shit. So there is no confusion about what's going on. I do actually, when I release the actual video, which I will be releasing soon, I have to edit it, but I'm too busy working on other shit. You know, like I was working on my shit. I mean, I was working on archive all morning, all day. I got up at like 7, 8 this morning because it's the weekend, and I just started working on it. I just cut out work at about 6 o'clock tonight, updating the scenes, and then I said, well, let me do this quick video explaining this bullshit about proof. And this is proof right here that the man stole the shit. He had it on Gumroad and he was selling it. You know, I have the original video. I'm going to post it up, so just stay tuned for it. Like I told the other person that said you have no proof. I was like, yeah, I got proof. I mean, this isn't Photoshop, people. This was never Photoshop. You can see me even. I mean, you can actually see me. Let's see. Yeah, you can even see me scrolling. I think that's when I got it paused right here. But yeah, let's see. I think I got the name. Yeah, so this is what I read when they said I had no proof. And this, oh, damn it, that was the video. Hold up. Come on, flick to the, there you go. It was a live show. Don't buy from Joe/TrueBones on Gumroad. So let's find that video real quick. I'm trying to remember where it was. Let me try to find it. As soon as here it is. This is it's in here somewhere. Hold on. Is that it? Nope. That's nope. I think it's on this one. This video is pretty old. I think this video is a Scammer Watch. Daily progressive. Nope. Hold up, people. I'm gonna show you this, and then after that, I'm getting the hell off of here. I'll just stick it out with me just for a little while longer. I'm gonna find that video. And I'm in the 2018s. That video was a 2017. It's 2018s. We getting there. Let's see. Let's talk about. It's a lie. It was a live show. Okay, so it's gotta be on the fifth one here. It's gotta be. So I'm in the 17s right here. Let's see. iClone Motion Builder. Battle Series. Soft Cloth. Battle Series. Working in Motion Builder. Stream. It's in here, people. Just give me. Ah, here it is. Here it is. So there has no thumbnail on it no more. So here it is. So here it is, right here. This is the video, and as you can see, I'm on the video. This is not Photoshop. This is the actual video. This is right when I bought the iClone 7. Cause I think that this is the day I bought the iClone 7 curve editor, and I downloaded some stuff from Mixamo. I remember what this was. This is why I found Joe's I found all of Joe's content on Demonoid. And I did a video about it. I think this is it. I think this is the video I made about finding Joe's shit on all these torrent sites. So this is details for Monster Bones Mega Motions. Yeah, it's True Bones. Yeah, so here it is. So this the actual video. So this is the actual video I made, and it says the live show. Don't buy from Joe's True Bones on Gumroad. So that's the video. That's the video I made, and I'm gonna get it up soon. I'm gonna get it up real soon. And matter of fact, I think I should download it. But yeah, this is the video that I made that has all the content that Joe stole. And here is this is the top of the page right here, and these True Bones. This is before he added all the bullshit to it. And here it is. There's Facebook. It's me scrolling down the page. So it's true. This is August 23rd of 2017, and the guy put the stuff up for release. So this is August, so I think it was like the end of 2016 that he let the FaceBot thing, get the software go, and he put it up for free for people to get. So, well, what can I say, Joe? I mean, what can I say? That there's the irrefutable proof that Joe had it up there. I knew Joe had it up there. So, you squawking and people looking for proof, there's your proof. And there'll be more proof once I get this video edited out and put back up. And just in case Joe tries to beat me to the punch, see, I got a lot of my videos still locked. None of my videos have been deleted. It's just they're just locked from Joe getting his shitty hands on them. So I'm just gonna go here and just download the video. There, it's getting downloaded. So even if Joe tries to take it down before I edit it, it's okay. It's all good. So that's it for my live show, everybody. Actually, it's not called. I don't call them live shows no more. I just call them My Troll Joe Season 2 Episode 4. Tricky Troll Joe at it again. So I found this really cool picture of Joe. I'm gonna get you, one gun. I'm gonna get you. Telling everybody about Valerie. I'm gonna tell you, get you. So hope everybody enjoy this. I'm getting out of here. It's time for me to watch some. No, it's time for me to watch some Z's, because I'm ready to go to sleep. I've been up all day working on this crap, and I'm probably be up tomorrow working on it some more. Y'all have a good day. I hope everything I said explained a lot of stuff. Like I said, I got another update, and this update will be for me about my project, stuff I'm working on. Probably show you all some new clips, whatever. And all next week I'm going to be doing quite a few things. I'm going to be updating my Patreon page, be updating my website. I'm going to be getting ready to take my Archive Infinity with a new trail and everything, getting ready to take it to a decent crowdfunding, and I'll be doing videos about where you can go and support my efforts to make this animation I'm doing into something bigger, you know. And I do believe I have something with this animation. All I do is get good compliments on it, on the work I put in it, the motions, the fluid motion. Now I'll be first to admit I do suck at some things when it comes. I mean, I'm not the total one-man band, but I can do half of a one-band man. But it was nice talking to y'all, letting y'all know what was up with me, for everything from the issues I had this year, to the problems I had with Joe, to the problems I had with my health, and me losing the weight. I mean, I lost a lot of weight, people. I have lost a ton of weight, and I haven't stopped. This week I lost, the last 2 weeks I've lost a total of 10 pounds, putting me further into the 300 club, and I'm working towards getting towards the 200 club. But I think that might be another 6 or 7 months away. But maybe I can make it happen by being more active. But yeah, that's it I have to say for this. And like I said, Troll Joe's not going to stop me. I've showed you all progress. I've showed you all a lot of stuff, and I even got more stuff to show. You know, just because I've been fighting with him for 2 years doesn't mean I haven't been doing nothing for 2 years. For these last 2 years, I've just been getting myself ready for when I actually make the premiere and ready to take that next step. Because I said before I do a crowdfunding, any type of crowdfunding venture, I want to make sure I have something to give reward. I want to make sure I have some decent, solid rewards to give to those who support me. And I'm there, and I'm ready to start getting out there and getting this produced, getting this out there, and working on it hard, you know. And I like to thank Ben and everybody else who's been helping me work on this project for 2 years, who stuck by me and who believed in me. It even goes for Peter at Real Illusions. Many times he threatened to kick me out because of Joe. All right, so I'd like to thank you all for listening to me tonight. For those of you who stuck around. And this is One Gun. I'm signing off. Peace. And see you later.